You're listening to the Gulag Social Club. Hello, yes, welcome back to the Gulag Social Club. It's been a bit of a while. We've been on a little bit of a break, but we're back, and for an episode that's been quite a long time in the making. But as per usual, I'm your host Felix, and today I'm joined by Byron and special guest Hubert, aka ZojdrekHD.
Wagwan boss men and boss ladies.
Okay, we're off to a great start, you know. So yeah, this episode's been a long time in the making. I think I think Hubert, you might have been one of the first people to, one of the first few people we were talking to about like guesting on the podcast.
Well, as far as I know, I was one of the first people to find out you guys were doing it. So
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But yeah, we've had a fair few guests over our time, a fair few guest episodes, and I think those have tended to be actually some of the best episodes. Apart from episode, I think it was 9, when I was just like my audio just wasn't working.
but I am slightly offended that I'm like one of the last people you invited.
It's just because I don't know, just schedules, man. It's because like, I suppose in the list, you kind of, we were talking to you about like guesting after we were talking to, after we spoke to Keanu, who was of course initially a guest, Joseph, who was initially a guest, and then also Kieran and Mihal.
Listen, you can just say I'm not funny, like you don't need to come up with excuses.
No. We're not. No beef here. This is a beef-free zone.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Of course.
unless you know Reader's here, and then it has to be halal. So you know.
Preach.
Reader, not Reader. Ah, fuck. Byron, are you gonna do anything apart from play the harmonica? How did I mistake Byron for Reader? I don't. Stop it right now.
There's the background music.
So I play it really quietly in the background. You guys keep talking.
Yeah, no, so anyway, we were on a little break over the half term, kind of, because, well, I got sick, and we were just kind of we didn't really have the energy to record episodes, but we're back now. Hopefully it's gonna be a good one, and let's start with something pretty interesting that I found out recently. So, recently I discovered this thing called AI Dungeon, and it's basically kind of like Byron, fucking stop, man. Okay, right. Now I can speak. Now I can speak without the harmonica playing in the back. Byron. That's good.
Been placed.
That's good.
Yeah, it's been placed.
Alright. So now I can speak. So I discovered something recently. It's called AI Dungeon, right? And it's basically like a kind of text-based role-playing game, but it's like dictated by an AI. So and the AI will respond to whatever you type in.
Oh yeah, isn't that phone game?
Yeah, you can get some pretty hilarious results on it. So I thought we might play a quick game now. So for reasons we'll probably go into later, I thought we'd go into weed. So you get to start by picking a setting.
What, weed?
Yeah, I understood weed as well.
I thought you said weed for a second.
No, that's not what I said. Not what I said. Shh. But for reasons I might go into later, I thought that we could pick the setting of zombies. So there's 5 settings, well actually 4 real settings, and then there's custom, but custom takes a while to actually start. So there's fantasy, mystery, apocalyptic, and zombies.
Speaking of mobile games, this video was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, stop saying that in episodes. Don't give them free publicity.
It's the most ambitious AI project ever.
Stop it. We're not giving them free publicity. They want publicity, they have to pay me. They have to pay us.
I was actually surprised when I saw how realistic the graphics were.
Oh,
The most
oh my god.
ambitious mobile game.
Raid Shadow Legends must be making big money if they're just like paying loads of just YouTubers just to
It's
sponsor
similar to the like level 25 Hitman, level 100 boss. Like,
Oh
it
my
has
god.
the same vibe.
Yeah, kind of, I guess, but like it's more like actually what it promises. But anyway, in this zombie apocalypse, do we want to be a soldier, a survivor, or a scientist?
Soldier, so that we can kill everyone.
Okay, right.
Scientist for Wuhan.
I'm putting down soldier. So what's our character's name gonna be, guys?
Kobe.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant. You have to both names. Kobe Bryant.
Yep, it's in there. Generating story. Please wait. Let's see how this turns out then. So the AI can
Meanwhile-
often get confused in this game and produce really weird things. So what in one video I saw, they picked the mystery setting and became a detective, and they entered their character's name. They called them Detective Roulette, and the story opened by them being chased through the forest by themselves.
Nice.
And then they shot themselves, inspected the body, and all it said when they tried to inspect the body was, "You can only deduce that you are right to shoot him." But anyway, so here we go. Let's generate the story. You are Kobe Bryant, a soldier trying to survive in a world filled with infected zombies everywhere. You have an automatic rifle and a grenade. Your unit lost a lot of men when the infection broke, but you managed to keep the small town you're stationed in safe for now. You look over the town and think about how it's starting to get dark. Suddenly there is a loud explosion followed by gunfire. A few moments later, one, then another. Your team leader shouts at you that they've been hit. So what do we do, guys?
Jump
Cool
in a
guys don't
helicopter.
look at fire. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Look away from explosion. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we get from this. It's just loading. For fuck's sake.
It's the loading music.
It's the loading
ads,
music. The loading
The
music.
commercial.
By the way, have you heard of Oh no.
Skillshare.
Yeah, those are like the two people who are just sponsoring loads of YouTubers right now.
Have you ever wanted to make an amazing website to represent your business or YouTube channel?
Squarespace, they don't do as much sponsorships anymore.
Use Brilliant. Use the code
here we go.
in the description below.
Here we go. So you turn your head away from the explosion to see a horde of infected running towards you. They don't seem to be slowed down by the gunfire either. They must be very fast since you can barely make out their blurry shapes as they run past you. What? They're just ignoring us. Okay.
What?
So apparently we're not important enough to be bitten by the zombies.
We got no brains.
Okay.
Well, maybe this is like the reality, like after Kobe Bryant died. This is kind of like what's going on.
We're just living in a simulation right now.
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, what do we do now?
Well, let's say
What
jump
is-
in a helicopter, but we all know how that turned out last time.
Okay, jump in helicopter.
Where did the helicopter come from?
It doesn't matter. You can just create stuff. You can make up stuff out of random things. Like
Jump
once,
into the helicopter just to jump
like,
over.
I was playing a fantasy setting one, and I just entered enter secret treasure vault, and it went along with it. I also entered things like cast mega nuke, and I destroyed the world and shit like that. But like,
Try typing the N words.
no, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, you quickly grab your pistol and aim it at the ground just in front of you. You then dive into the back of the chopper, which flies off immediately after you do so. Okay, what do we do now?
Sorry, what happened? I was not listening.
So we jumped in the helicopter after aiming our pistol at the ground for some reason. I don't know either. Well, what should we do now? What should we do?
Instead of aiming down, aim up.
Okay, aim up. Let's see what this gets.
Oh, you know what she wrote? Launch Raid Shadow Legends.
Fuck off.
We should try
You
it.
aim up and fire several shots at the horde, who are presumably in the sky since we're in a helicopter, which seems to slow them down somewhat. You watch as they slowly start retreating before finally disappearing behind some nearby buildings. What, in the sky? The helicopter lands on a street not far from where you were standing earlier. Okay then. What do we do now?
That was anticlimactic.
So we shot some sky zombies and they, I don't know, flew away bit into heaven. This doesn't make any sense, but
It could have been
let's
foreshadowing
just
because
go with it. Just go with
it did mention it was near buildings, so it could have been foreshadowing for an event that happened in 2001.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ.
Why? What? Oh my god. Anyway, what do we do now?
What can you do? You jumped off a helicopter. There are zombies in the building. Try the N word.
No, I'm not typing.
We should try launching Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay, fine. Launch. Raid. Raid. Shadow Legends. Okay, let's go. Let's see how this turns out. This is just... You pick up the controller and press the button to begin launching your attack. They gain loads almost instantly, and you take control of a new character who looks similar to yourself except has red hair instead of blonde. As you play, you notice that this is actually quite fun. Is this game just promoting Raid Shadow Legends? Have they got to have they got to the literal AI dungeon as well?
Wait, why is Kobe blonde?
I have no idea. This is just
Yeah, I'm a bit confused
that's
by that
just
one.
how it be. That's just how it be. Okay, so we've launched the attack, and amidst all this, we're nearby to a helicopter playing Raid Shadow Legends. What are we going to do now?
Wait, so is he still in the simulation?
I don't know.
Wait, what's the story even about?
I have no idea. We were a soldier in a zombie apocalypse. We shot zombies in the sky, and now we're playing Raid Shadow Legends. This is...
Stop playing Raid Shadow Legends.
Stop playing Raid Shadow Legends. Okay. Stop playing Raid...
Wait, they just completely forgot about our team.
Yeah,
What happened to everyone?
I mean,
What happened to everyone?
our team leader got hit, and we just kind of abandoned him because we looked away from an explosion and then went into a helicopter.
We ran away from our squad to play Raid Shadow Legends. That's epic.
You stop playing the game and realise that you don't really want to fight these things right now. You decide to go back home and rest for a while. When you arrive at your house, you find that it's pretty much fallen into ruin. How? Okay, you know what? Fine, just roll with it. What do we do? Do we...
How are we gonna roll with this? I don't understand.
You know, let's just go off the deep end. Enter secret treasure vault.
Have a good wank.
Treasure. Okay, let's see what we get from this. Byron, play the loading music.
I can't do the fucking 22nd Century Fox.
You enter the secret treasure vault and take out all the money inside. As you're leaving, you hear a voice call out to you. Hey, what are you doing here? It's none other than Amanda. Who is this person? What?
It's Amanda.
Why is someone locked in the fucking treasure vault?
Who are you? Let's ask them that. Let's see how we get from this. Come on, Byron. Hit me with that. Sweet loading.
I just hit you.
No, ow. Who are you? Apparently, she's our sister. She says, and then walks away. You feel like an idiot for being so trusting of her, but she's obviously telling the truth. You leave the vault and walk to your car. Since when did we have a car? That's why.
What happened to the helicopter?
Wait, just a reminder, we're still in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I think I think we've gone from a zombie apocalypse to like an episode of like Everyone Loves Raymond or something. I don't know either. Just roll with it, as I said. You know.
I think you should try uninstalling this game.
Uninstall AI Dungeon. AI Dungeon. Ah, I can't speak.
And it just quits the game.
AI Dungeon. Let's see how the game responds to this. Dude, come on, loading music, Byron. Wait, what? Sorry, I said sorry. I entered uninstall AI Dungeon, and it came up with, as you install the latest version of AI Dungeon, it says you install the latest version of AI Dungeon and enjoy the game again. A month passes. A year goes by. 2 years pass. What is this time skip? And why have they?
Okay, so what happens to zombies?
So what I want to know.
They're just vibing.
What I want to know is, have 2 years passed, or has it been 3 years and 1 month? That's what I want to know.
Why can't it be both?
Well, that's not how time works, Byron.
Well, time is just a concept made up by humans, so.
Defy time then. Defy time.
An excuse for living.
Let's see what it says when I give it defy time. You decide to ignore the passage of time and continue playing the game. It's been two years since you installed AI Dungeon, but you haven't seen any signs of life in there.
They're just sponsoring themselves.
I have no idea what's going on right now. How about let's just alright, nothing's going on in there anymore, so let's just have our character get high.
Let's transition to our next segment.
Wait, what? Wait. You take a hit of pure marijuana and fall asleep. When you wake up, you discover that time has stopped. You remember everything that happened during the past few days. You were in a cave, and when suddenly you felt something touch your mind. Where is this going?
Oh, slash unexpected.
He should just have a wank at this point, really.
Okay, I'm not entering that. I'm not entering that.
I mean, he has marijuana, right? So, like, just enjoy yourself.
Okay.
Just enjoy yourself.
Oh my god. Why are we still on this? Alright, one... Oh my god, okay. So I did enter that, and it said, you lie down on the grass and get off work early. After getting high, you masturbate until morning. Afterwards, you decide to check if anyone else is around and see how many hours passed. I think we've reached capacity now. All we need to do is become God, and then...
Oh, yeah, ask what happened to zombies.
That's a very good question to ask.
You decide to test your power over the undead creatures. You order them to come closer and they obey immediately. They start running towards you as fast as their legs will carry them. They don't know what's going on, but they follow orders without question. So we became God. That's what happened.
No, try having sex with them now.
No, I think...
Well, let's just see if we can test the boundaries. Yeah, test the boundaries.
Look, there's a big community on this app of people who make like not safe for work prompts, and I'm not going there. I am not going
So
there.
you're the one reading it, not us. No, listeners can't see it.
Look, I'm not going there. I'm not typing in that command. I'm just gonna die of weed. There we go, and we just wrap up the story.
Ah, yes, my Nintendo account has been hacked by someone in the United States.
What?
Yes. Okay.
Wait, was you fall unconscious from the effects of marijuana and never wake up? And I think that's it. I think there we go. That was the adventures of Kobe Bryant II.
So what have we learned today?
Don't smoke the weed, kids. That's what we've learned.
No, don't jump in a helicopter.
Don't.
Try help your team next time.
Well, no. Jumping in the helicopter helped us. We we stopped the approach of the sky zombies.
Let me just summarize what we just witnessed, right? So we wake up as Kobe Bryant in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Our leader guy just got shot or like hit. So we jump into a helicopter, start shooting some flying zombies, land, play Raid Shadow Legends, go home, have a wank, get high, and start controlling the zombies and live happy ever after.
Yeah.
Nothing sounds
mean,
off. Nothing sounds wrong about this.
Honestly,
this is
that
great.
sounds like heaven.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah,
If that's what heaven is, I might be religious again.
I found my faith again thanks to the madness that is AI Dungeon. Anyway, speaking of madness, that brings us to our next segment, which is strange news or bad news. Now, for those of you maybe listening for the first time, bad news isn't a segment where we necessarily talk about news that's like genuinely bad. It's more news that's just kind of strange or funny. And so, who would like to start us off?
Ooh.
I think I have a decent story.
Okay then, go ahead.
This story was published in February, and it's very interesting. It was a poor woman who started walking to Northcliffe with a naked black Jesus. She's been reported missing by family.
What?
Wait,
What?
can you send a link?
With pleasure. Let me
Send us
carry
the
on.
link,
With
I
pleasure.
beg.
The man claiming to be Jesus said he was going to Northcliffe where he would be crowned king.
What?
South Africans were in shock on Sunday evening after a video showing a supposed couple walking off the streets of Joburg, naked surfaced on social media.
Oh my
In the
God.
video, the two casually walked and get approached by a driver who was taking a video in, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that city, corner
Blake or
of
wire?
Barkston and Nielsen Drive. The driver asked the couple, "Are you following a religion?" Only the man responds and tells the driver that he is Black Jesus. He says, "I am Jesus. I need the lift to Northcliffe so I can become the king. Are you going to be my first servant? They told me the clothes are real, and I'm born here. I'm wearing the filth. Are we going to Northcliffe? Are you going to say no to Jesus? Yes, he's here, and Black Jesus, not white. Are you going to take him to Northcliffe? Your last chance."
Wait, why are naked people threatening him?
I don't think it kind of sounds threatening, yeah, doesn't it?
Initially, the video shocked and amused those who watched it until it emerged that the woman's family had reported her missing.
What? Okay then.
It goes on. Camo Semana, a woman claiming to be a cousin of the naked woman, tweeted, "Can't believe I'm tweeting this. Please help me find the girl in this picture. She is my cousin. She's missing. Her name is Tumulo. Whatever info you may have on this guy, please send it to me. We really need to find her." The image she showed was a literal picture of the woman and the man who claimed to be Black Jesus naked walking on the street.
Okay. Jeez. Oh my. This is just. I have this. It's like
now it's the last two
someone
quotes.
just walks up to you and you just say like, "Yo, I'm Jesus. You wanna come to the cliffs with me so I can?"
No. I am Black Jesus, not white Jesus.
Let's be Pacific.
Pacific. Can you speak,
Pacific.
Byron?
Shut up.
You said
I will
Pacific.
cough on you.
I
I will cough
beat
on you.
your dad.
I cannot hear you.
Let's just finish the
You
story
can't-
off, shall
Byron,
we?
you can't give me coronavirus if I already have it. So look,
Take it away.
next level gaming. I am 4 dimensions ahead of you.
But
Uh,
let's go back to the topic. What's your opinion on this?
Well, before I give my opinion, let me just give the final quote that the supposed cousin gave, which was quite ironic, actually. "My cousin is literally missing, and people are under my comments making fun of the situation. Some of you guys are vile human beings. Wow. Full stop." And now I'm going to give my opinion, right? It's natural selection. I'm sorry. No one gets
That's
approached
a
by
bit
Black.
harsh.
No one gets approached by someone claiming to be
Well-
Black Jesus going, "Hey, yo, you know what? You're speaking straight facts. Take me to the top of this Northcliffe."
I mean, apparently, I mean, she did kind of say that the woman wasn't like entirely well in the head, you know.
Well, it's just a situation where
So,
it,
okay, well, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where it's really up to the people making the joke if they think it's okay or not. Moving on. So this is something I found. This is a little post someone made, which is just completely strange. Um, and this is from a news channel, and they were interviewing a guy who witnessed his. So they were talking about his neighbor, who apparently was drugging a single mother. If I'm reading this correctly, and the the guy looks completely fine, except the weird thing is that his door is covered in bloody handprints, and just apparent and like no one just questions it whatsoever. It's like just no one is like, yeah, that guy's got bloody handprints on his door. That's just a common occurrence here. It's like, you're
it would
gonna
be better if it happened in Florida.
that would be
Florida
like
man.
that would be peak America if it was like in Florida, the Florida man with bloody handprints on his door.
Drug single mother. I'm not sure if I should laugh at this.
It's so weird. How do you just not notice something like that? It's that it baffles the mind, you know.
My mind has been baffled.
Yeah, like okay, here's another one I found. Actually, wait, no. So Byron, why don't you give us a strange news article?
I have two. One's a bit. Let's see. Okay, I'll tell you both the headlines. We have exploding hammer. Festival leaves 43 injured in Mexico. Other one, girl, 3 years old, cried, "Daddy, daddy!" A stranger raped her in McDonald's bathroom.
Oh no, that last one is just bad news.
That was a really bad turn, wasn't it?
Okay, let's just move on from that. And how about you talk about the first one?
Okay, I'll send the link first. Never mind, I can't send the link.
Nice. Oh my god.
Obviously, it's on Metro.
We have dozens of people have been injured in the annual Exploding Hammer Festival in Mexico.
I mean, how do people not expect to get injured?
Can we?
This
I know
is- this is an
viewers won't be able to see this, right? But there is a literal GIF
Yeah,
of a man.
there's a gif of like a man. He smashes something and it like explodes, and he's just blown
What is it?
backwards.
It's a mix of sulfur and chlorate.
Oh, okay, yeah. So people attaching a mix of sulfur and chlorate to the ends of sledgehammers and then bash things like rail beams, which causes an explosion. I'm sorry, this is like people asking for it. Come
Okay,
on.
but it's just like if you're all drunk, I think I'll kind of do this. I'll do this if I was like drunk or something. This seems kind of fun.
But like, I mean, kind of even if you're like really like blind drunk, this has got to seem like a bad idea. Come on. I mean,
Well, it's an annual
you are
festival.
literally blowing something up right in front of yourself.
I can't even think of a comment on how to describe how stupid these people are.
How do you get to the point in your life where
If-
you're just? How do you get to the point in your life where you decide, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna put volatile chemicals on the end of my sledgehammer and then bash a rail beam. That sounds like a great idea.
But it's like, judging from the GIF, the background, no one's really responding.
Yeah, like everyone's just kind of going about their normal business. Like, yeah, this
Normal
is
day
fine.
in Mexico City.
That's normal day.
Where is this?
Literally, if Black Jesus wasn't a good enough example of natural selection, this is. To all the people who don't believe in evolution and natural selection, these are pure examples of it.
It's like how, I mean, I don't want to demean all these people. I really don't. I don't like doing that. But like, there's no explanation for this other than just sheer stupidity. Just how?
It sounds like a blast.
Yeah, that's
That's
all the
joke
comments.
of the hour, boys. Joke of the hour.
Oh my, it's a thing. Okay, I searched it on Google. It's a 300-year-old exploding hammer tradition.
Okay, that's kind of weird. Like exploding. hammer
300
tradition.
year old. How does this happen for 300 years straight? Ah, yes, the quietness.
Well,
Moving on.
apparently it's so big that Vice made a story about it.
What, Vice made a story on it? Okay. Well, if it reaches like Metro, then like I suppose everyone's got a hold of it. I mean, niche stuff kind of starts with Vice, to be honest, and then like
Metro is amazing. Don't even try and diss it.
I'm not. It's like, you know, it's the free paper. You know, you want to hear about the events of the world, but you can't be.
Mate, it gives you McDonald's tokens. It can't get better than that.
Okay, didn't know that.
If you go to like page 21, that's where they usually
Is
go.
this a life hack? Exclusive ZojdrekHD life hack.
Yeah,
I am
life hack
interested
that
now.
saves lives.
We are saving lives here every day. Anyway, so let's see if I can. So I'm gonna. So Hubert, do you have another one or?
I don't have enough one that can top it. No.
Okay.
I don't think anyone can top that.
Well, I'm not sure about that. So this one I found, is, well, I'll just let you guys have a look at it, and then, yeah. So this
No
is...
comment.
So, the headline of this is Sex Robots with Coding Flaws Prone to Sexually Assaulting Humans. What?
Sexual assaulting.
Wait, so are we
is a
talking about
very-
like? Are we talking about AI or are we talking about like physical robots?
Physical robots, presumably.
I'm interested. What do they look like?
So apparently sex robots will need to be programmed correctly in order to avoid sexual assault, an expert has claimed. So this guy has said that robots of the future will have their own sexual desires as part of their own artificial intelligence libido. Why would you... I mean, surely the libido is what makes humans less productive. Why would you program that into AI?
Wait,
Honestly,
the video.
It's like if it's a coding flaw, that means someone actually had to add it in the first place,
Yeah, I mean...
right? Because AI only does what you tell it to do.
I mean, it's maybe it'd be like kind of AI machine learning and all that. Like it means they would kind of develop. Like maybe it'd just be like kind of machine learning. So like they could just kind of learn through exposure to humans that just you should wanna fuck. I don't.
Nice.
If you look at the video at the very end, they have a picture. They have a picture.
Of
I
what?
can't even access the video now. But it's like, what? I think they're expecting to have a full family from this, to get a family from this.
Just like reproductive robots.
Why would you make robots reproduce in that way? That's what I want to know again.
Well, you know, there's a lot of men out there that can't find female attention, so
I mean, there's free hair.
I don't think.
I see this as an absolute win.
Definitely. You don't get girls. You smash the robot. That's sure.
They got a quote from Stephen Hawking. Nice.
The dangers of hacking are very great. If someone can hack into the Pentagon, they can hack into a robot. There are so many malicious people around, and apparently these malicious people, instead of using their hacking powers for supreme evil or anything, just want to make robots commit sex crimes.
But if they're being crimed for, charged for, what are they being charged for? Oh wait, never mind. That's a dumb question. Whoever made it.
Yeah,
Okay, never mind.
I mean,
Well, that story was interesting, but you know how we earlier touched upon Florida men?
okay. Have you got one?
I think I found one.
You found a Florida man. First
It's the
Florida
story.
man.
It's the story of a Florida man who set a hospital bed on fire to get nurses' attention.
Oh my god, what? Oh,
His
look,
mugshot says
his
it all.
mugshot is amazing. He's got the
Oh
most
my god.
fabulous moustache of anyone I've ever seen. It's like, it's
I
like
don't,
it's the
I don't want to be offensive.
it's the cross between like the kind of very stereotypical Asian guru man and like the kind of bristly biker walrus moustache. It's like it's
That's a
halfway between.
rapist.
Oh yeah.
But like, it says the man felt like he was being ignored, so he set his bed on fire.
Why is that his course of action? Why is that like? Why would you just go ahead and like? So it's not even like he like deliberately set his bed on fire. He set a plastic bag on fire. So
Uh,
not only is he a bastard, but he's a bastard who doesn't care about the environment. So extra bad points.
From
Does the
what I'm,
hospital provide marijuana?
you know, the best thing is, from what I'm reading, is he didn't even get the attention of nurses. His roommate got the attention of nurses after he failed to breathe.
Oh my god.
I can't breathe. The smoke is in the room. The roommate told the nurses.
Welcome to Australia.
The expletive in here lit his bed on fire. I can't breathe. That's what he said. So
He
his
tried to run.
so the person in
Yeah, his roommate was the one.
yeah,
Had to
he
get
got
the
the
attention.
attention first. So not only did he burn a plastic bag, setting his bed on fire, but he also caused like he also caused his friend to also he also caused his his hospital roommate to almost suffocate, and it didn't even work. So it was all for nothing.
He also tried escaping through the elevator.
He admitted he had no intention of harming anyone.
You set part of the room on fire. This guy is just it.
And you know what's even better? He was admitted to the hospital for respiratory failure.
So he's just making his own condition worse by setting a plastic bag
Now
on
we know
fire.
why he has the condition at least.
Honestly.
It just means he has to spend more time in hospital getting ignored. Oh my god.
Natural selection, once again, working at its finest.
Although I suppose now it's a prison hospital, so it's just
People are amazing. I'm just like,
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I just found an amazing story.
oh my gosh.
okay. This can be if this is as amazing as you say, then this could be our
Indonesia
last
officials say strong sperm can impregnate women in swimming pool.
Wait, so like,
this is like something that could be on like r/big dick problems.
wait, so like, what? You jizz in the pool, and in the pool.
No,
goes-
it's just saying that the officials, so Indonesia's officials, so like the people like in charge of the country,
Oh yeah.
are saying that strong sperm can impregnate women that are in swimming pools. So he's saying like nonces in the pools are gonna like nut and cause the women to get impregnated, or is it just
Yeah,
like men
in
who are
a
like
swimming pool, there's a certain kind of sperm that is very strong. If a person is aroused and ejaculates into the pool, a pregnancy can happen, even though there is no sexual penetration. What even?
Wait, but what is a strong sperm? What's an example of a strong sperm?
Well, Byron.
one that lifts weights on the weekends?
Benches.
Yeah, again, this is like a prime example of those people who are like, I've got the big dick problems, man. It's just, oh my god, it's so. There's not even a word for it. I don't.
I love how they had to tweet assuring that not all men are aroused when they are in swimming pools.
Wait,
And like,
what?
what man chooses right then and there in a swimming pool to ejaculate?
Yeah, this is the moment when I'll do it, mate. Yeah.
Some men pledge to buy condoms before heading to the pool.
Yeah, that's like that's like another level of bragging. Like people will be on, I don't know, like Reddit or like Twitter or whatever, bragging, I have such a big dick that I have to buy the condom before go swimming.
I just don't understand how this is like an actual news story.
And why are the officials getting involved?
Yeah, like the officials, these are like people that are actually big. Like, wow.
I'm quite interested. If possible, I want to see someone try it, but yeah, I'm quite interested now.
Okay, that's weird.
Any other stories?
I think that's it for our. Okay, that's what it is.
What about China may send ducks to battle Pakistan's locust swarms?
Duck brigades, boys. I
Yeah.
mean, how's China going to survive without duck? That's what I want to know.
Beef.
Anyway, we should probably move on from this. I think we've been on this for a
Yeah,
little
we
bit
spent
too
a lot of
long.
time.
We're 40 minutes into the episode. We've barely finished bad news. Anyway,
Yeah, Black Jesus took a long time.
yeah, black. We can blame it on Black Jesus. Anyway, so let's. So now we're on to subreddit spelunking, and this is another regular segment where we go through a subreddit. This one was suggested by our guest Hubert. So would you like to introduce this subreddit?
So when I was scrolling on Reddit's homepage, I realized that there was a growing subreddit called Zombie Survival Tactics, in which there are people who are actually believe that zombies may attack in the near future, and people are asking for legitimate advice on this subreddit.
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So some of it's kind of ironic, some of it not so much. But how about we start off with the top post in the hot section, and this is about terrible weapons that people would consider using in a zombie apocalypse. So the first one is called the Powerhead. And this is a something that people use against sharks, and it's basically like a stick with like a gun barrel on the end of it. So you just so when it comes into contact with like a hard surface, it fires, which is just like the least.
It's just
Like, it requires you to put pressure on something head on, so you can't attack anything from the sides, and B, just requires you to just want to use this, just want to use this in place of any sort of gun.
It's an underwater firearm.
Yeah,
Underwater firearm.
but again, even if you were to use it underwater, you know, there's like harpoon guns. that it's not fit for purpose in any way. Like who uses this? That's what I want to know.
well, from movies, I understand that zombies can't swim, so
Yeah, again, that's
they're not very intelligent creatures.
And the other type of terrible weapon that this post highlights is the Liberator. Now, the Liberator is a pistol.
That's a great name.
Is a single-use pistol. That's it.
Single use. They're just
Yeah,
like,
single use. One,
you know, during
bullet.
during a zombie apocalypse, you're usually limited to like one bag, just a few items, and you're obviously going to choose this pistol that you can only use once.
It's like, yeah, just what? Why would this have ever been manufactured in the first place? Like, apparently it was made during World War II to distribute to resistance movements, but even then, it's like really low use because you can only use it once, and presumably if resistance members need to use it, they're being chased by probably more than one person.
The unit cost was $2.
So apparently, only a few of them were distributed, and most were destroyed by Allied forces after the war. But few of them still exist, and like I imagine that's the only use for them now. So, it's apparently made to be produced quickly and cheaply, as Byron said. So, how much did you say it costed per unit?
$2.1
$2.1
per unit. Dollar.
Wow, that is pretty low cost, but still.
Should have just bought a Nerf gun.
So it can only fire between 1 and 4 yards, which is like which is roughly 1 to 4 meters. It just why this is the most pointless weapon to ever exist, and like that's and like the bang stick, I suppose that has kind of purpose, you know.
This is what Hitler used to shoot toe.
But yeah, the bang stick has purpose because you know maybe if you use it against sharks or something, if they get too close. But this is just like there's no reason anyone should use this over just a normal handgun.
That is true. Yeah. 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 I found another post. It's reasons not to use a treadmill as defense. And you guys should brace for this. Imagine this: you set up a treadmill defense around your shelter. You're gonna see a slow zombie on the treadmill. You laugh because it's dumb. 1 week later, you see it through the window. You see freaking Usain Bolt charging at you. You see zombies mumbling, "Never skip leg day," and that's where the stories on how the runners became a thing.
Holy shit, dude, that makes sense. You know, 28 days later, it makes sense now. So yeah, that's. Point.
And then the comments are like super serious, and it's like a guy who's just like, "Well, I would actually recommend a dirt. Wait, what does he say? I'd recommend a dirt trench wall, which will be always part of the perimeter defense for the base, in my opinion." And he goes off for like 10 paragraphs about
Yeah,
why
there's
his
like
idea.
this is a 3 paragraph answer. Man's trying to argue. Man's trying to like answer his like. This is like one of those like RE GCSE questions, you know, like one of those 5 mark questions.
This subreddit is it's gold if you know where to look.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh,
It's just like a mix between people memeing it and a bunch of serious people. They're just delusional. Oh, give me a second.
memers, doomsday preppers, and then they come together at r/zombie survival tactics. It's a beautiful thing, really. But I'm gonna have a look at the top posts of all time, see what we can get from here. So apparently, someone made. So this is so Byron, just have a look at the chat. I'm just gonna post this in. Okay, well, Hubert's just gone for a second. Yeah.
I'm gonna make this a product design.
This is apparently a bite-proof bracelet, and if you, for those of you who can't see this currently, it is a bunch of those those like the things used to open drinks cans. They've been tied together with zip ties and fashioned into like a like an armband. It is the weirdest, like most.
It's like a lightweight chain vest.
Yeah, it's like you might as well wear chainmail at that stage, my dude. It's like that's gonna be really uncomfortable, and
Just get diamond armor.
it's gonna like holy shit. Like what do you think, Byron? What do you think would be the best defense against zombies?
Diamond armor.
Diamond armor, you know.
Diamond armor, of course.
You always gotta learn from Minecraft, you know.
Survival tech. I'm surprised there's no Minecraft reference in subreddit actually. And that's how Phoenix has died.
Yeah. So this is so oh god, there's so many like quality posts here.
Majority are actually just people being serious though.
Some of
There's
the
like-
other people. So this is so wait, let's have this one, and I'll just post it in chat. So this post is a serious one. Among the top comments again, and this is a bladed shovel. It's like one of those multi-tools in Minecraft, you know. It's like one of those.
I think the shovels are really sharp enough if I'm honest.
Oh my god, it's got loads of hidden tools as well. Apparently, it's like the Swiss Army knife of shovels. So this is like
There's a bottle
it's a
opener.
link to a video, right? So the shovel is bladed, so it can. So the man chops down a tree with it, breaks like a brick in half with it, cuts wires with it, and that's just the blades on the shovel as well alone. So not only
It's
can you
actually
dig
one
with
of the best inventions I've ever
you
seen.
can then bend it and probably use it as like a Minecraft style hoe, and then you can twist off the lower part of it, and it has a knife inside. So this is just like just why. And it's also got a fire starting rod, so you can use it as a flint and steel. This is legitimately just all the tools in Minecraft just bundled together. Oh, and
This is actually really useful.
it's got a oh, and you can use the flat side of it as a hammer. I mean, this is an impressive thing, but it's like it has. There's a limited number of people who would want to use this, because it's just like either you are genuinely in a zombie apocalypse, in which case this is probably the most useful thing ever, or you live in like the middle of nowhere.
This is someone trying to be a shovel knight.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
it's Shovel Knight in real life. That's what it is.
well, I can see it coming in use with your camping, but
Yeah,
it's just
actually, well, again, like even camping,
to an extent. But then again, in England, you'll probably get like arrested.
even when you're camping, unless you're like trying to go for the full authentic woods experience, you'll usually bring like a fire starter yourself, not like a
True.
clunky ass flint and steel. Like I go camping, right, and we bring like a kind of gas fire starter, right, and that's just what we use to light fires.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're going for like
or
a Duke
matches.
of Edinburgh, where like you literally have to pack in a small bag,
Yeah, but
this could come in useful.
I suppose so. But like,
But at
even
the
if you
same
go-
time,
Like, if you're going on a
the
5
shovel.
if you're going on a 5-day expedition and you need to have the least amount of kit as possible, I could see it coming in quite useful. It's just
yeah, but
it
like,
depends on like how heavy it is, I guess, as well.
yeah, I imagine something like this would be pretty heavy, you know. It's
Yeah,
just
but at the same time, if someone sees you with it, it's just a blade. There's a big ass blade. That's the thing.
Yeah, but in a forest, you kind of
Oh,
expect people to have like
give me a
shovels.
minute, 1 second, guys. You just keep going with this. I'll be back in a second.
This video was supposed to raise Shadow Legends. He cannot hear us. He does not know what is happening. Shall now leave.
So I guess it's just me. I'm really unfunny. That's the reason why I never come to these recordings. But I'm here and I'm now alone. So I guess I can talk about the guy who pulled up at my door just a second ago. So I had to go off from the call because someone knocked on my door, and it was a guy with a package delivery. And when I opened the door, I was wearing my Arsenal shirt, and he was like, "Oh, so you Arsenal fan? You know, I work at Emirates." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's cool, man." Me being really socially insecure, I didn't really know how to react. But I was like, "Yeah, that's really cool."
What's up, guys? I'm back.
And I'm just talking about the random man who pulled up at my door and started talking about how he works at the Arsenal stadium.
Okay then.
You should have invited him to tea.
And because I'm so socially insecure, I was stuttering a lot, and I was like, yeah,
Nice.
Arsenal too. And then he started fist bumping me. And
Okay.
It was just
Just
that was
some
just
random
like out of my
guy.
boundaries.
Anyway.
This just happened now as well. Like,
Well, I think we can't really top the multi-tool Shovel Knight in real life thing. So how about we move on and let's talk about things that happened recently. So what's happened to you boys recently? How you been?
well, I've been depressed recently. My football team just got knocked out of European football.
Welcome back in.
Yeah, just use your god powers. We just
Pick him
became
back
god in AR dungeons, so that's how
No,
we're
but
god in real life now.
No, but you don't understand the pain. It was the last 20 seconds of the game. They scored the goal.
Oof. Well, I don't think neither me nor Byron can relate to that. So,
Nah. It's just like
anything
imagine
else?
losing. It's just imagine losing a family member, and just times that by 100.
That's the pain.
I think you kind of exaggerated that a bit too much, but you're sure.
No, I did not exaggerate.
that's
That's just the pain.
No
you
word
feel.
of exaggeration. I'm sure. Byron, anything interesting happened to you recently?
Let's see. Sleeping is priority. Playing games till 4 5 a.m. is not a good idea, especially when it's CS:GO.
Oh my god, were you up until like the early hours of
Yes,
the morning
it was
today?
me, Keanu, KO. We were just playing CS. And some other
Why?
people,
Why
yeah.
why were you playing it in 5 in the morning? Is that why you were so late? Because you were still sleeping? Oh
I
my,
had to take a break from life.
oh my god. Well, cool.
What about you,
Right.
sir? What's been going on in your life?
Not really much. I was sick, as I said, coronavirus, turns out. Yeah.
You should try playing Raid Shadow Legends. It might help you
No,
out.
stop, Byron. Stop it now.
No, but really, if I ever get the coronavirus, I'm just gonna spread it to everyone. Just like if I have it, you should have it.
Cough, cough,
You should-
motherfucker.
You should go Canary Wolf. Just start coughing.
Okay, then.
I actually thought of a prank, just like buying a mask and going into college and just starting coughing at everyone.
That's what I did.
Well, I think that's like, I think that might be enough in terms of the recent happenings. So let's move on to the quiz, everyone's favorite segment.
Oh wow!
So last time we did the quiz a bit different. We're going to do it the way we usually do this time, though, because we got more than one other person apart from me. So, which of you would like to go first? I'd like to tell you the general topic for this week's quiz is the Cold War.
I think you should go first.
'Cause you
But the
know-
problem is, I didn't do history.
Wait, did you do geography?
Yeah, I was one of them ones.
Oof, River boy, River boy. Okay,
Quite a
well,
disappointment.
well, I think you should go first then, since you're our
Okay.
guest, Hubert. So I'll just
Alright,
move
I'll
Byron
go
over.
first.
So would you like the easy topic or the hard topic?
Let's go easy because I'm not really great at it.
So you'll actually be better at this than you might think. I'm looking for you to name as many. Just give me a second. Second timer. Just bringing up the timer. I'd like you to name as many former Eastern Bloc members as possible.
Damn. Okay.
Those all the communist states.
Yeah, this is where my like poor history pops out.
Okay, so
Okay.
your time starts now.
Poland, Russia, Czechoslovakia,
I mean, okay, that counts. Yeah.
Bratislava, Belarus, Montenegro. I think that's still Eastern. Damn. Really bad. Ukraine. Romania.
Yep, I think you got that last one just in time. Just let me turn off the timer. And that gives you a total of 6 correct answers. Unfortunately, Bratislava is the capital of Slovakia. So
Yeah.
you were
I was
just off
getting
there.
confused.
And
Yeah.
I'll I'll give you so actually that wait, no, so that gives you 5 because
Okay.
I was looking for the so it was either going to be that you could have the names of the countries now or the names of the countries back then. And you had more answers which were countries that exist now than countries that existed back then. So I'm gonna have to discount Czechoslovakia.
Damn,
Unfortunately.
I should have just gone to the Czech Republic.
Yeah. So that gives you a total of 5 points. Now let's bring back Byron, and you can move over to waiting for the quiz. So Byron, would you like the easy topic or the hard topic?
Since I did history with my GCSE and got a result of a 7, I should do the easy topic.
Come on, man, do the hard topic.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'm getting peer pressure.
So I'd like you to name as many member states of the Soviet Union as you can in 30 seconds.
The fuck's a member state?
So that's countries.
Oh,
So that's countries that were members of the Soviet Union for the time they existed.
you mean like the surrounding ones?
So you have 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Russia, Germany,
No. Countries that were part of the Soviet Union.
Germany,
No.
Czechoslovakia,
No. That was part of the Eastern Bloc. Oh,
China.
No. That was just an ally of the Soviet Union.
You know what? I'm just gonna pick every single one that I know.
Come on, this is so easy.
This is not easy for someone that does
my
not know
God.
map piece.
Okay. Right. Byron, you got one correct answer there. That was Russia.
That's pretty good. That's better than usual.
And that gives you a total of 2 points. So just for your information there, you could have named countries such as Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, Ukraine, Belarus, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia. There's just loads of Georgia, Armenia. Just like there's loads of examples, man.
That's a lot of stands. That's a
Very
lot
nice.
of stands.
Oh my god, how? So,
So how
now,
badly did I
now
lose?
it's time for the results. Hubert, you had 5 correct answers in the easier topic, which gave you 5 points. Byron had 1 correct answer in the hard topic, giving him 2 points, which means that Hubert, you are this week's winner.
This is embarrassing for you because let me just
No.
reiterate.
just-
I didn't do history.
So just for
Nor
you,
did I-
wait, stop before you start with this. I'd just like to tell you both. So the easier topic was the former members of the Eastern Bloc, and the harder topic was members of the Soviet Union. So
Oh yeah, I
Byron
wouldn't be able
got
to get
1
that.
correct answer, and that was Russia. What?
Wait, that's a lot of countries, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of countries were part of the Soviet Union. So
I could
Ukraine,
have guessed at least 2.
Belarus, Russia, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, loads of countries.
Basically, the Eastern Bloc.
Well, a lot of the Eastern Bloc was technically separate countries,
Yeah.
but still, yeah. So
No, it's because Hubert's a guest. I have to give him the point,
you have
the
to
win.
give okay the
Of course,
I have to
of
give him
course.
the
the
win.
respectful win. That's how you're phrasing it, you know.
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
No
Okay.
other reasons. No other reasons.
Well, with that, I'd like to ask you all, what have we learnt this episode?
Don't hit chemicals with a sledgehammer.
Don't blow up your sledgehammer. Okay, that's a good lesson. What have
Don't
you
smoke weed and masturbate during a zombie apocalypse.
learnt? I mean, surely you should, because it means you become God.
Oh, I know one. Kobe's blonde.
What?
Kobe is blonde.
Oh yeah, that's what we learned today. So, was.
Okay. Before the episode finishes, this video was sponsored by NordVPN.
Oh, shut up, man! Shut the fuck up.
We have to.
No, we don't have. They haven't paid us.
We have
They
to,
haven't
it's
paid us. We're not
compulsory.
sponsoring them. Anyway, so with that, I'd like to say that this week we learned to not explode your sledgehammer. We learned not to trust Jesus. We learned how to survive a zombie apocalypse by becoming Shovel Knight. We learned to become God by just ignoring a zombie apocalypse and getting very high and masturbating. But above all, first I'd like to thank my co-host Byron and our guest Hubert. Thank you guys.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm
thank you.
Jesus Black.
This has been the Gulag Social Club. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you enjoy what you're hearing. And also, follow us on Twitter if you can. That'd be appreciated. And of course, check out Hubert's channel. You make some quality content, even if he uploads a little bit irregularly. And just as a notice, soon we might be, us as well as Hubert, we might be doing some content on a different channel, where it'll just be us kind of doing completely random stuff, almost like what we do here, but like with even less of a focus. So if you enjoy what we do here, maybe when we start that you might want to check it out. But until then, this is the Gulag Social Club. Goodbye for now.